assuming everything works out and the price goes up. A lot of people say I struggle to, because as soon as I get break-even stops, I'm immediately put upside down. Well, one of the ways you can do that is when you get a reasonable profit out of this, and it could be like 5 ticks, it could be 10 ticks or whatever. Take your 5 ticks or take your 10 ticks. So for argument's sake, let's assume we take 10 ticks out of that trade, so you're plus 10. Now, if I said to you, get a break-even stop, a lot of people will say, perfect, I can now get a break-even stop, and they come in at this price here, right? So plus 1. Now, that's absolutely fine, except that there's a lot of times you're going to get your plus 1, aren't you? One of the things you could do is you could actually, because you've taken 10 ticks out of this trade, you could put the hard stop maybe 8 ticks below the trade. Why 8 ticks? Because, of course, if you're using 10 ticks, you're going to lose money after commissions and possibly slippage. So make it 7 or 8 ticks below the price, right? So this is going to be between 7 and 8 ticks below the current entry price. And that way, if the price comes back down to retest and go back bid, you can add another contract back in again, Joni. So because if the value's still good, because if the value is bad, you just pull up your stop, don't you? But if the value stays good, what are you going to do if the trade does this? You've just been stopped out. Well, that might be okay. You might say, but I don't mind getting stopped out for a plus 1 if the value is still good. But that's assuming you have the skills and the ability to say, I'm going to go back in. So when it comes down to this area here, you buy 1 back in again and you do it all over again. You get another 10 ticks. You keep your stops and you now treat this as a separate trade. So obviously the trade goes back up, you get 10 ticks or whatever, your stops stay at the same price level. You keep that hard stop working away at a distance away, so -7, for example. It is a nice way to build the ability to avoid getting stopped out constantly at +1 or 0, if that's what you find you have a trouble with.